Welcome, welcome, welcome to the most boring season of Godzilla Battle Line in recorded history. It is a slow grind on this motherfucker season. It's terrible. What's going on? I have a second chat box, and I want to see if it works. Because the other one, as we know, has not been working. I'm wondering if the second one will work. I doubt it. I guess maybe Streamlabs is falling apart at the seams. It seems. I don't even see the first. I don't even see the first. I don't even see the first one. The first chat box is not even popping up. Okay, so there's one and there's the second. So now it's loading up with Spencezilla. Alright, so there's Spence's. Here's mine. I don't know. If you just start saying something in chat, does it populate? Like, test. Okay, maybe it's working tonight. I don't know. I do not know. I'm leaving it as such. Would it be later so the VC and Discord pops off at the same time as this stream? You go for it. You can play Among Us or whatever you guys are playing. Made it please and wait for it. Don't put any unit and wait a long time because they'll be surprised. No, there's an Earth. There's a level 40 Godzilla Earth. It happened last All-Star Battle too. If you wait for like 2 minutes, someone else last season, they like blew up my Twitter about it and on Facebook. Shout out to them. I don't remember who they are or their name specifically. But they showed it to me last season. I didn't see it, but they had proof of it. We can try it again, and we can try it live and see if we get it. But man, I am like so checked out of this All-Star Battle. Like, this season is so boring. So boring. No new character. The new leaders are like Hedorahs is not even that good, right? Hedorahs is putting in all the work. Giant octopus supremacy, yes. Okay, so see, look, the chat box isn't picking up anymore. Is not picking up that. There we go. It came in a little late. Gotta have that second chat box up and see which one picks it up faster. It looks like it's the same. You only grind it to 30? Yeah, I mean, honestly, like, if you're not really spending on this game, and you're grinding, there's no need to spend gems on the All-Star Battles. I'm, like, not focusing up. There's no reason to spend any gems on the All-Star Battles if you're not, like, a whale anyway, or you're not, like, If you're just a regular player, like a free-to-play player, there's no reason to spend gems on the All-Star Battles. There's no need to. Also, shout out Dyson Deadlifts for the 777. As always, an absolute gentleman. There it is. It's so delayed on the stream. I just saw it and it popped up. Very delayed. I gotta see what the deal is with that, but I appreciate you. Shout out. Try to do a comparison as the one with the green text takes a little bit to free, so I think there wasn't any unit in December is because this was Toho's 1 month break. Well, it sucks. Usually for games, if you're going to go on like a long break for the holidays, you usually dump content out. That's normally how it goes. There's a lot of content that you save up, you drop a lot of it to launch, so while you're away, it can come out. Honestly, I've kind of checked out and haven't played the game much this season. Playing whales and people who benefited way too much from the level increase is boring. I don't think that the level increase stuff is making things boring, although the level increase thing is making a lot of people who I would have had trouble fighting prior. It's giving me a lot. I'm fucking with this event box. I'm having a lot more trouble fighting people that I did not have trouble fighting prior. However, there's still just like no one, like none of the top players are really going so crazy, and It's just making it so like a lot of the way, like, I'm trying to rephrase this so I'm not stepping over myself and focus on like 8 different things. The whales and the grinders are all still playing. A lot of other people have checked out of this season. So at least at the top levels, it's just like the high-end players, the super intense players who are all already talking anyway, right? Like everyone knows each other. So we're just fighting ourselves over and over again. I mentioned this before, I think Toho was trying to polish a bit rather than adding a lot this season. Listen, guys, I can see that. I can see that making sense of trying to polish some stuff up. I don't know what exactly they polished up, but maybe some stuff on the back end that we don't know. I don't know. I just feel like maybe for Christmas they should have done a little bit more. Now, we do have a season starting on the 27th, which is only 2 days after Christmas. Maybe that's going to bring something big. I don't know. I'd hope it's another character. I'll tell you this. As much as I would love it to be another Evangelion character, if it is another Evangelion character, after, or any collab character for that matter, if it's not a Toho monster after this season, people will quit. People will quit. I'm not being dramatic. People will 100% quit. We've had a lackluster season this season. We had an event last season. No new Godzilla so Evangelion event with 2 EVA characters, 2 collabs that are not Godzilla related, right? Normally they're not Godzilla related. Then we had this season, no new Godzilla unit, 2 reworks to make units leaders. One is usable, the other one is almost not usable, which is the Hedorah. Okay? If the next season is not a Godzilla unit, I think people will quit. People will 100% quit. No matter how you look at the season, it's disappointing. The only redeeming factor of this is that this season could be them trying to really build up the next season. The 3-time gold token campaign for 2 weeks was nice. The 3 times gold token campaign was very nice. I liked that a lot. I like the 3 times gold token campaign a lot. That was fine. That's fine. But people will quit. People are 100% quitting. And both the chat box, I think, are fucked up. So great. We love to see it. Don't know why that's happening. No matter how you look at it, the season is pointing the only reading factor of the season. I read that. Melee, now it's the girth wave. Yeah, so this is the girth wave, so I'll let the Bylante evolve, and I'm just going to pocket her. I mentioned this before, I think Toho is trying to polish. Show a Godzilla or another Godzilla this Christmas will be fine. Will be the best present ever. Well, last year, around Christmas time, that's when we got Godzilla 1954. So now we're waiting for Godzilla Earth to make an appearance, which is going to be hype. Any day now. Any minute. I think, what did they say the time? It was like 2-minute wait time or something like that to see if the Earth would appear. Let's see. While we do that, I'm going to take a look through the collections page in Discord and see what everyone's got. Some cool shit. Some Legos. Some figures. One eternity later. Yeah, bro. This is taking forever. Oh, there he is. There he is. So, alright. There he is. He exists. I didn't see him last month. Yeah, there he is this month. There is the level 40 Earth. Let's see if we can kill it. Wow. Alright, so maybe Bylante with the damage boost can hook it up right here. Yeah, look at that. This is the real all-star battle right here, is beating this freaking girth. Holy hell. My Bylante is like 22. Just whoop my Bylante. Oh my lord. I mean, I want to kill this Earth. Great. Oh, there's Super X. That doesn't matter. Alright, so there's a level 40 Godzilla Earth for those of you who wanted to see him. That shit's crazy. I know Pans is, you probably, you saw this Earth and you're like, oh my gosh. Oh my lord, change your pants. You saw that Earth. I know. You can't hide cannot hide that from me. Oh my god. It's not even like, this whole season, like last season, I feel like the last few seasons of Battleline have kind of put me in a funk where they're like, their last live stream where they very clearly addressed like a bunch of things that they could be doing with the game, like adding new maps or making character buffs and changes and stuff like that. And then, like, we haven't gotten any maps. We haven't really gotten any kind of substantial character reworks. Instead, they've buffed Batra. I mean, they're slightly buffing Shin and Destroya after they told us that we were bad because we didn't know how to use them. And now they're buffing them. Lackluster merch. I don't know. I feel like this back half of the year has been less than ideal for Battleline. I really feel like that they're kind of just like, they've gotten comfortable. They gifted out the stones for the feedback, so maybe we'll see some response to that, or then they come into the game. Maybe. Who knows? But I just feel like the back half of this year for Battleline, and it's going to sound negative, and I don't want to be negative, but the truth, even if it is negative, needs to be said, right? I feel like they've gotten very comfortable with the release methods and how they do things for Battleline, and they're comfortable just pumping out content because people will consume it, and they're not really going to take any big risks, I think. I don't think they're really going to go above and beyond for any seasons. I mean, they could introduce a season with a really fun unit, with a really great unit, which they have, right? But because the leveling system still, it can be difficult, you're not really seeing a lot of uses. Like the fourth angel would for sure be meta. Like 110%. The fourth angel would be an extremely meta unit. Right? And the level up system in the game is like atrocious. So we're not even going to be able to, at least most players aren't even going to be able to use Fourth Angel in any meaningful capacity for a few months. And by then they might have left the game. Ever since Ultraman, it's all been downhill. All we've seen in new units, and besides Ultraman, none of them have been crazy. Godzilla 04 is good, Eva's potential but is buggy, and December is struggling. Besides the Fourth Angel, he's your baby. The Fourth Angel is so good. The Fourth Angel is so good. Right? And Ultraman was usable off the bat because Ultraman was rentable. The Fourth Angel was never rentable. Right? Never. For whatever reason, it was Eva 1 and Kiryu were the rentables, even though Kiryu's been in the game for a billion years. Right? So then you have Fourth Angel, the brand new unit, not rentable. Not like level 10 would really make a difference. It's just not usable. I feel like the back half of this year, like the last 6 months of Battleline, have kind of just almost been autopilot mode. I feel like Toho is just fulfilling their contractual obligations to the Shin Japanese Heroes Universe stuff, and they're getting that all out of the way, and then eventually we can get back on the Godzilla train. But my God, we need, maps. The events are. I don't want to turn this into a rant. I feel like I'll save all that for a video. But the best we've gotten out of this season was the clip of you getting nuked by the bomber and the boys. That shit was funny though. That shit was funny. I don't know. It's just been like hard to. Not hard to play the game. I'm playing it every day. But I'm not grinding like I used to. Like, my grinding has come to a complete halt. Like, I'm doing just the, like, bare minimum pretty much for the day. And then, like, I'm playing Marvel Snap. I'm not going to stop playing Battleline. I'm just, like... And I've told Toho this. I've told him it a million times. I'm like, I feel personally like the game is beginning to get a little boring. It's the same things every time. Right? Every season, even if it's a new unit, it's going to be lackluster because we can't level it up. And then by the time we can level it up, like, it's months from now, and I don't want to use that unit anymore. And then there's no new maps to change up the gameplay. There's not really any modes that are meaningful. Studio mode is like barely anything that you actually do. The most that you do is decorate in studio mode and then set a unit to attack, and then it makes a video for you. You don't even participate in that battle at all. I usually play some matches, get some tiers up, buy the occasional force out of the shop if I like or not. Then I'll play something else. Exactly. I've been playing Midnight Suns. I beat the God of War 2018. I gotta beat Ragnarok. I gotta beat the Miles Morales game. I have been working through Pokemon Scarlet very like slowly, just like taking my time, enjoying it. Like, she was just dry, and by the time the unit like 10 seasons ago was actually good, everyone is hopping on an actually good new unit. Exactly. Like, it's a good example of that exact things that has happened. Okay, here's an example. Godzilla Earth came out in February. And even before that, Gigan 04. No, I'm sorry. Gigan 04 was February. Earth is March. So Gigan 04 is February. Gigan 04 was really, really good unit. Okay, not a lot of people had the levels on Gigan 04. Okay. Then, 4 months later, 5 months later, Ultraman comes out. Immediately, you can see the value there. Everyone is dropping all the other units and going straight into Ultraman. Because Ultraman was rentable. Gigan 04 was never rentable. We didn't have the renting. The renting came out with Jet Jaguar 73. We really just need new stuff in the game besides the unit. GBL is the best game ever created. It can only get better. I love Battleline. I think it's a ton of fun. I'm just trying to be vocal about the fact that it is getting stale. I don't know if boring is the right word, because there's some matches that I'm really on the edge of my seat. And then there are some matches where I'm straight rocking people. I don't mind that. I don't think, like, they need to have a game mode with meaningful gameplay and meaningful interactions. Right? In Marvel Strike Force, there's not a single mode in there that is automatically, like, or it's mandatorily done for you. I'm trying to think of the words. Marvel Strike Force has game modes that are automatically done for you if you so choose. You can blitz automatically and you can do your raids automatically, right? Without having to actually participate in them. But however, you are not forced to choose that. If you wanted to play out your blitzes and your arena matches, you can. In Battleline, the studio mode, aside from you leveling up your characters and setting up your decorations, is 100% autonomous. You do not have any kind of control over the matches and the outcomes or what have you. I love the concept of studio mode. I think the actual matches of the studio mode, big L. Big L. Right? We need a new game mode, maybe like a wave-based game mode, like something like an ASB that's all month, all year round. Like small campaigns or like challenge nodes. Like All-Star Battle is fine and can come around at the halfway point through a month. That's fine. But, my God, All-Star Battle is fine, and All-Star Battle can stay the way it is and be like half a month, you get the points, and you use the points at the point shop. There needs to be an All-Star Battle that's like that's around all the time, and maybe every month they add like another 5 levels, and they make it like harder. And so the more that it comes out, it just gets harder and harder and harder and harder. Right? Like a tower, like a challenge tower. Any kind of game mode that they could give us where we actually participate in the objective it would be stellar. New maps. I would not have been mad this season if they made next season. Here, we'll give an example of next season. Next season for end of December, January. They could drop no characters and no buff updates, but give us like 4 new maps and put the singular point ones and the Skull Island ones back in the rotation, and I guarantee you people will play. More people than would normally play. Because most players are going to go, another new character that they're going to make me buy, and I'm not going to be able to unlock unless I pay for it or get lucky. Or people can be like, oh my gosh, a new map. Let's log on and let's battle on the new map. People are going to want to check that out. And then when people log on for the maps, then you start, showing them like the offers and stuff like that. Or maybe if they did one map every 2 or 3 months, just to keep things a little bit fresh. We need like an infinite mode or something that sorts keeps. An infinite mode would be really cool. It's like All-Star Battle, but on one map, or like you do one on each map or something like that, and it's just waves and waves and waves, and you just go and see how many waves you can do in one sitting for rewards or something. That could be a good idea, right? That would be something sick. Here's what does out of the shop. He's done in there. I think that the fact that they made him a leader means that he should have left the shop, right? It's weird that they would make such a limited unit a leader. Ghidorah deserves to leave the shop, for sure. 100%. But I know then you'll run into people who have probably spent a lot to get their Ghidorahs up to where they are, and then they'll be mad when it's in the store and it's easier to get them. But such is life, I guess. Man, they need to... Battleline needs to just freshen it up a little bit. Add new content. And I hate to be the guy that's like, let's not get hasty with him leaving the shop. Like, I get that, I get that it's like, I'm like having such a hard time thinking about what I am wanting to say. I don't want to be the guy that is saying like, oh, like we need new content now. We need new content now. Like, it's not like we're starved for content, right? It's just the fact that we are on a strict and steady diet of at minimum like one new character a month, which is still a lot of work to put in. So one character a month and one All-Star Battle a month, and that's it. And if you look at the All-Star Battles, I would say somewhere between 70 and 80% of All-Star Battles are exactly the same. I've played all of them on stream. You can go back and watch them. There's a reason the same missions are always farmable. It's not like those missions are remaining the same in every All-Star Battle and everything else is different. Everything pretty much in All-Star Battle remains exactly the same with maybe the exception of 1 or 2 units. Give or take, right? So, we get All-Star Battle every month. Most of it is recycled. And we get at least one new character every month. That is pretty much unusable for a few months, right? There's almost no immediate content drop, right? Like, it's not like Destiny, where in Destiny, when a new season starts, in the season pass there's a brand new gun, and right off the rip you can have that gun and it is usable at any level that your Guardian is, and you're just gonna have a good time using it. In Battleline, you can get the new unit 3 days into the event or into the season if you paid, and then they'll be rentable at whatever is equal to your arena level. So that's whatever. So let's say you get it like 5 or 6. Or 6 or 7, and then when the month ends and the season ends, guess what? Your character that was rented at level 10, you had a lot of fun with, is now back down to like 1 or 2 or 3 or whatever you were able to get it at. Basically makes them unusable for higher tier play. That's our diet in Battleline, is recycled single player content. For the most part, it's recycled, and then one unit that is maybe good for the month that it's featured in, and then it's unusable for like 3 months. Except if you pump in a lot of G materials into them. Even now, unless the new unit is Ultraman tier at level 10, you won't be able to use them now in King of the Monsters, because it's just not... I don't even know what that word is that you wrote is. I kind of wish ASB would scale to your unit's level. The first 65 levels are just a cakewalk and a board session. If every battle had units at your level, it would be better. And for better words, it could be good, unless you want to waste your GMATs. Yeah, we don't waste GMATs in this house. Eligible. Oh, I'm sorry. Eligible. I'm so dumb, bro. I was like, eligible? I thought you had made a typo. I did not think it was eligible. I'm so stupid. But look, I'm not even holding the phone, bro. I'm not even playing the All-Star Battle. I'm like dropping my pieces and letting it, like, just letting them kill everything. I'm not like even worried about it. I just want to say, like, they're dropping new content, sure, but they're not really dropping any engaging content, and it's not in like a meaningful way. And anything that they do drop the next month, immediately, either the All-Star Battles change month to month, so the All-Star Battles get removed every month. And then the characters become pretty much unusable month to month. I think what they should do, personally, is make a mode where you can go back and play the old All-Star Battles and maybe not farm like event points. Farming gold would be fine. Maybe farming character shards would be fine. Like, oh, if you do wave 30 of the Hedorah All-Star Battle, you have a chance at the end of the mission to get like 3 Hedorah shards. That could be something. Using the All-Star Battles to like farm for gold and character shards when you're not wanting to play ranked could be big. That would almost fill the void of a single player. And then every month, at the half point of the month, you introduce a brand new All-Star Battle. And then after a month or two, that All-Star Battle will then go into the bank of old ones that you can grind for gold or shards. Their version of dropping new engaging content is adding level 40 Earth to wave 4 that really exert themselves with that. Like, man. They could really, like... I mean, there's no shortage of stuff they could do with this IP. They know that, right? I don't know if... I don't think it's because they're lazy. I think they're great. I honestly do think Toho games are pretty good developers. They're pretty great. And they've pretty much, for the most part, been nice on social medias to me and others. And the only thing I ever have against them is they basically told everyone to get good during the that one live stream. But other than that, like, the work is great. All the characters in this game look awesome. The art is phenomenal, right? Maybe the game doesn't work the way it's supposed to all the time. The art's really good, you know? They're really trying with this game. They're really putting in, like, a lot of effort with this game. I just feel like whoever is making the, like, decisions on what content gets added is kind of fumbling the bag. And listen, if this is just them trying to make it a money grab and they're not really interested in adding engaging content to the game, at least tell us. I mean, they never would, but... oh, well. Yeah, that Ultima was going through it, bro. Ultima was like spinning in a circle like a disco ball. Thought it was all good except for the EVA slideshow. I don't know why they do the slideshows for the collaboration characters, because they didn't do them for Kong and Godzilla. I bet it has to do something with the distribution rights of the footage of Ultraman and Evangelion. I bet you, like, Subaraya and whatever, the one that's for Evangelion, it's like Kyoe or something. I don't know, it starts with a K, I don't remember. I bet you there's something with the distribution rights that is making it so they cannot distribute the like videos for whatever reason, because I guess that would be pirating, and it's just like slideshows instead, which I don't mind the slideshows. But, it looks ridiculous. Well, OG Godzilla 954 is getting 1 year old since first dubbed in January. Actually, Godzilla 1954 will be 1 year old. Will be 1 year old in Godzilla Battle Line at the end of December. Godzilla 1954 was added in the tail end of December of Burning Godzilla season. And then he was given the season pass treatment in January, but he was already in the game in December. So technically, January, we didn't have a new unit either. It was, they, for whatever reason, released him early, and then the next month, they made that his season. So that was a slow month, too, because we already had him for a while. But at that point, the game still was under a year old. So we were still, like, we had Kong, we had G21, we had that other Godzilla 1954. We had just got Burning. Also, please give Eva her exact skin she has when she uses her lead ability for Hit to Whale War. That would be sick. I would really like to see her go sicko mode and have that just be her skin by default with the human hand or the glowing hand or whatever it is. I'd get behind that. They have spoilers already if you click the little eye icon on their unit page. I'm not even concerned about spoilers for some of the characters, though. Like, more so just distributing, like, the content. Millie, do you use Eva anymore? Because even though I got mine to 15, I still find her unusable. I use her as my leader, and I'm trying to get the leader wins. I have like 200 and some odd leader wins with her. I like her a lot, and I'm not at all regretting using my G materials on her. One, because I love Evangelion, so Unit 1 was going to get those regardless. And two, I feel like if she gets a buff to her range, or they give her the King Caesar treatment, where like how they make King Caesar's intervals of going from the rush to not rushing smoother, I feel like she'll still be really good. She's just kind of clunky right now, right? She suffers from G21 syndrome, where like G21 will have to like stop and position himself, and then attack, and then stop and position himself. Unit 1 suffers from the same thing, and I feel like any fixes, like if they made her longer range, if they gave her like Ultraman's range, and she didn't have to rush up on every damn unit that's on the field, like get right in their face and then fire. If they gave her maybe, if they gave her Ultraman's range, Manila's a little shorter range, right? Or Mephilas range, or something, right? Like somewhere maybe between Ultraman and like Mephilas. Just give her better range, and it won't matter if she has to start and stop and start and stop. She can just pull up on like the same kind of like backing as Ultraman to start blowing people away. And you know, Unit 1 has like a startup time. She turns around while firing her gun towards the opponent, and she fires once the startup is done. Yeah, that's what I'm talking about. It's unnecessary. It's just, it makes no sense. And it's making her unusable. But you could just make her range. Just make her range Ultraman's range, and she will be fine. Because she's really powerful. And she's really, like, a great unit, low-key. It's just the same thing as G21, who's also a really great unit. It just takes him forever to get the attacks going. It's the same thing. It is the same thing with Unit 1. It is literally the same. Starts up, then instantly stalls. It's just like Diesel. I missed the mega of last December with Manila with the super fast stuns and bio meta. Oh my god, last December, Biolante leader, Ultima, Super X, Manila. Damn, the golden age, for real. We didn't know how good we had it until it was gone. Ooh, 21 might be a good wave to farm if you're quick enough about it. I didn't even realize that my Jet Jaguar killed him. Bring unit with a fucking gun. She might as well slap the opponent with it like it's her massive cog. Bro, listen. Love Eva 1. Great unit. Needs a little bit of work. But I don't regret putting my materials into her at all. I like her a lot, and I think it was worth it. And I mean, I'm getting a lot of use out of her. You know, I get to use her now in All-Star Battle instead of her being the lead. She's on the field, and we're talking about her. We can use her here. Look, stop, turn, fire. I mean, she'll solo this whole mission, but I mean, what's the point of having a gun if you have to get so close? And like, look, she has to walk a little bit and then rush, and then stop, and then turn, and then she can fire, and she does what she needs to do. Is ridiculous. They need to chill with that. They need to fix that. You might as well have a bayonet on that minigun. Yeah. I mean, like, she's putting in the work. She's going to town over here. It's just, I mean, in a competitive battle, like, she's gonna get absolutely spit roasted. You know? I don't either. Eva is simply the girl version of him, but it just feels a little at Damato's delivery of hers all. The animation is awesome through the rat-tat-tat. Even though you was unironically countered by GD9 due to her massive startup. Yeah. I think at the end of the day, she was worth it, and if she gets any kind of buff or improvements to her attack time, I think it's going to be well worth the investment. I just am, at the moment, not pleased with how she has turned out, but that doesn't mean that we won't see any turnaround, you know? Fyrodan didn't see a single lick of play for nearly a year, right? And then got a buff, one change, made it extremely viable. So, who's to say something like that won't happen with Unit 1? I don't regret putting my stuff in my points into Unit 1, but if it was any other character, I might regret it, but I think I'm also extremely biased towards Unit 1. So I don't regret it. She's literally one before from being miles better. It's just a matter of them doing it. Yeah, I agree. You could change her in like maybe one or two aspects, but you don't need to do all of it, right? You don't need to change her start and stop time if you make her range longer. Because then she can just set up in the back and just fire. Can we all agree 4th Angel needs to be able to hit flying units? I would love if the 4th Angel hit flying units, and in the video preview they used for him, he's attacking helicopters. So I don't know why he isn't a flying unit. But he does a fucking ridiculous amount of damage. And if he was attacking fly, he would legitimately probably be the best unit in the game. Like, no bullshit. He would probably be the best unit in the game if he could hit the flyers. I will stand by that. 4A is busted beyond belief. If he hit air units, he'd be the best in the game by a mile. I think if Eva did a shoulder check with that rush and knocking an opponent back, it would be perfect. Gives her time to get into the fight and the charge. I agree. I think it's silly that she rushes up and nothing happens. Nerf it a bit for balance. If 4th Angel's damage was nerfed a little bit, like base damage was nerfed a little bit, and then he could hit flying, but his explosion remained the same, I still think he would be one of the best in the game. I think him hitting flying units kind of makes him better since he can get to the center of the enemy push easier. That's also true. He's not going to get stopped and bogged down by having to worry about Leo and all that. He's just going to keep walking and keep doing his thing until he gets blown up. And then when he gets blown up, that's a ridiculous amount of damage, right? So I think he's in a really good spot. I just think it's levels. I just think, people don't have the levels that they would like on him. I don't. Mine's level 9. I would love if mine was like 30 or 40, but that's not happening anytime soon. And that means I can't use him in the arena anytime soon. But the 4th Angel is proving to be absolutely cracked. Evan already has Sacheo Max. You're pretty sure? Oh, I'm pretty sure he does too. Or that, or at least in the high 40s. I made a whole unit balance page in the Discord, and I did one for Eva that I fully stand by. Where the AT field does more overall damage, like 47. When we take a break, GBL app, we have every kaiju in every month season. It's time to take a break from the app because it's getting get raged. When we take a break, GBL app, we have every kaiju in every month seasons. It's time to take a break from the app because it's getting get raged. I'm not like... I don't think... I sound like such a fucking dad. I'm not mad. I am upset. With the state of Battle Line. But, I'm having a lot of fun. Still, I'm just saying, like, they don't have as... for being a year and a half old at this point, I feel like they should have had more content in the game. No one is playing fixed battles because there's no reason to. There's no rewards. No one is playing the AI battles because the AI barely is functioning. There's no real way to play the fixed battles. We do fixed battles on my stream and people do fixed battles on the Discord and sometimes in the Facebook groups. But there's no friends list in the game. I can't, if I have a good game with Spence, I can't friend him on Battle Line and then challenge him to a friendly match. There's no incentive to... There's no reason to look for a fixed match. There's no reason to practice with the AI because the AI is fucking terrible. And there's no real way to get a friend match going unless you're going through somewhere like Discord or Facebook or Twitter even. And then a ranked arena is the only real game mode that gives you anything of worth. All-Star Battles are on for half a month. It's mostly recycled content, and the rewards for it are okay. Closest thing we have to friends list is Darkrow hoarding everyone's player IDs. Yeah, he's like the CIA where he's in charge of everyone's IDs. But there's just so much that they could do with Battle Line. There is so much they could do with it. Am I not doing enough? What is happening to the game where it's just like not... What is going on right now? I'm getting like stuck in a loop. They're not... My guys really couldn't kill that fucking Shin Godzilla? Holy hell, bro. What the hell was that? Fucking immortal. Evangelion should have charged with her progressive knife in hand and then slashed the opponent away with knockback and then gets her firearm. That could be good. Your BG is getting pumped. Bro, this Burning Godzilla is huge and he's not going to be able to explode. Insane that freaking... God, that the fucking penis lizard just survived that. Ah, it's so fucking annoying. I feel like disrespected. I feel like extremely disrespected. Mbuzz OP, bro. The Mbuzz are not fucking around. Is Mephilas one of the characters for the challenges this month? I forget. And I made the video this morning, but in one ear out the other. You want 2 pages of balance adjustments? I do too. It would be crazy if the entire meta game changed overnight. Damn, Mephilas really hitting it. He going hitting him with that Buzz Lightyear action, you know what I'm saying? Even Mephilas is good. You just can't really upgrade him because it's impossible to get shards. They should make All-Star Battle farmable like 2 months after they're out. That could be their single player. If they're not going to do a story-driven single player mode, they should just make all the All-Star Battles fucking farmable. Just a fact. 2 pages of Batra buff. It looks like he's doing the 4-finger meme if you just flip his arm around. Oh, he's doing like the Ultraman one, the I show speed pose. Bro, sending the worm to London. Sending the worm to London really do be the strat these days, huh? Just saying none of the 3-stars we've gotten this year besides kids have been pretty... Just saying none of the 3-stars we've gotten this year besides kids have been pretty damn good units. Just saying none of the 3-stars we've gotten this year besides kids have been pretty damn good units. So you're saying that only kids has been a good unit? I know what you mean though. All the 3-stars we've gotten have been good. It's just we don't have them at a usable level yet. I know what you're trying to say. Fourth Angel is very good. Naranga is good. Mephilas is decent. Kids fucking sucks. And we got Super X last year, and Super X also still is fire. Still a good piece. Still a good option. It's just, I don't know. I still think we should be getting a legendary unit every season. And then either a bronze, silver, or gold unit every season to, oh my god, Rodan's spam. We need to get another character, not a 4-star, also, to join in with them every season. I think would be a good idea. And then they buffed fucking Batra, which I feel like makes the season feel like even worse. I guess this could be a singular point wave. We are in London. There is an Anguirus and there's a swarm of Rodan. That doesn't all happen in London, but it does all happen in Singular Point. But man, they fucking buffed Batra and they're like, oh, well, this unit has probably one of the highest percentages of win-loss rate. I'm like, yeah, that's because he's in every fucking deck. Everyone is using him. That's why he's losing more than others. Exactly, Spence. Batra being buffed is the biggest middle finger we could have gotten. After everything, after the lack of stuff that we've gone through with this game, And then it repeatedly, so I know for 100% fact, some of the top players are have literally asked directly to Toho for them to nerf Batra. And then Toho's like, we'll take this into consideration. And then they buffed Batra is fucking sane. Insane. They know it's busted. I don't believe Toho really plays their own game. What the fuck? I don't believe Toho plays their own game. I feel like if they did, they would know. And if they do play the game, they're not playing it at like a top level, right? They're not playing it like my level. They're not playing like Admin 1's level, Spence's level, Jaden's level. They're not. They're playing in like the lowest of ranks possible for certain. Batra is in a way understandable since his health was bad, but it just fucked me up. They should have just increased the rate at which he gets health. Bro, they don't even need to give him any fucking health. His ability is cracked. Why give Batra more health if he's already one of like the most powerful units in the game? Like, it doesn't make any sense. It like blows my mind that they were like, oh yeah, this is a good idea. I think they just go off the stats, which results in these mediocre balance changes for us. They do, 100%. 110% they do. Damn, this All-Star Battle Wave's not even going to know a hit him with the freaking Lovebird tag team. When is the next GBL meme stream? I don't know. They were playing fixed, not meta. Well, they should fucking play in the ranked arena. I don't know when we could do another meme stream. When was the last one that we did? Was the last meme stream on... It wasn't for my birthday, was it? If it was, that was pretty long. I'm probably not going to get a meme stream in this month, but I feel like maybe we could get a meme stream in the next month. That could be something. In January. I still also have to do... the burger stream was the last one. Okay, that's what I thought. And I think that might have been for my birthday as well. It was around the time of my birthday. I also still have to do... There's a video that I promised I would make a while ago and I never made it, so I gotta make it. There's a few... I have a few video ideas of things I would want to do. I think a meme stream would probably be fun to do. Maybe we could do it in January, celebrate the new year. Okay, Melee, what do you see the meta being? Yeah, we don't know what new units will be, but say in 6 months when new shop update has been live for a bit, Geo4 meta. I think when the new shop update rolls around, like by the time that's around, and let's take everything from what was it, Jaguars season? So everything from before Shin Godzilla, right, has been in the store. So Shin Godzilla until EVA Unit 1 and the 4th Angel. What would be the meta? Providing everything was like, you know, being bought and stuff. The 4th Angel, no question. That is going to be a powerful unit for sure. I think Godzilla 04 could be also extremely viable. However, I don't think for the... I mean, has really good stats, Godzilla 2004. I think maybe the price... I think maybe he's just out of price range. Most meta units are falling in the 5 and 6 range. Not a lot of meta units at 7. But Earth is 9, and Earth is for sure going to be meta. I think if they stay on track with buffs and nerfs, the way they're kind of doing it, I have a feeling that Destroya is going to be really popular. And that might not be a popular opinion, but I think Destroya in the state that he's in right now is still halfway decent. And he's just on his way to being better. And if they continue to just buff him and Shin, I could see the two of them being pretty powerful as well eventually later down the line. Now, that I could be wrong, and they could be really terrible, or I could be right, and I just predict the future. But I think Destroya low-key is goated. I think that maybe the stats aren't quite there yet. Destroy is already like really decent. I think that with just some minor adjustments, Destroy could go from good to like fucking great. And I said that in the beginning, right? I mean, in my first impressions video, I think I said that Destroya was like kind of mid, but I said that I think I had like hopes for him or something like that. And then in another video, maybe it was the tier list, I was like, maybe we undervalue Destroy and like maybe it's a little bit better. And like they've buffed him now like 3 times to all these little aspects of him. So hopefully in the future, he gets just the right stat boost that he needs to be like busted. What did you guys say in here? Godzilla 4 works super well with Brand Godzilla. They make a powerful combo. Geo 4 with Godzilla 54, then 5 for 5. Coconut has experience with Destroy. Destroy is good. Good stats and easy to evo, so if he continues to get buffs as we get levels for him, he'll become super good. Destroy is good if you have to get there. You just have to get there. The stats are good, but if it's his cost, that's kind of his problem. Destroy is going to get the Fire Name treatment. The larvae are really just a bonus. They don't think they need a buff, but it would be nice. I said from the beginning, if they wanted to make Destroya like insane, they should just make the larva, whatever level your larva is, would be cracked, because, you know, my Destroya is level 9 or something like that. 9 larva is not really going to do a lot for me, but a level 30 larva would. I still think he should have his leader abilities as normal attack, because the 3-stage Evo not having a Pierce or AoE while exists is not great for them. I agree. Ultimate at max is also insanely good. Pretty much a sniper G9. I love Ultima. I still really love Ultima. I'm upset because I think Ultima's only fallen off because he's a little slower. If they decrease his attack, if they brought Ultima's attack speed to what it was when the game first started, I think he would be in like every deck for sure. But Ultima is really good, and I used Ultima for a long fucking time. A lot of you know that. That I used him for a long time, and I still really enjoy him. I think he's still probably one of my favorite units in the game. I just think he's maybe a little bit too slow for like the Leos and the Ultramans and stuff like that. I disagree because I don't want to take my Destroyer Larva Phase 9. Me personally, still waiting for a League of Legends Godzilla fighting game. That would be kind of crazy, you know, like the lane games. Ultraman leader for the range. Your Destroyer Larva is near level 30. I got it right here on my back. Goddamn. My Destroyer Larva is 30. It's fucking crazy. Ultima leader for range. I mean, Ultima leader is fun, but then like, not an amazing leader ability. Suryana, yeah, bro. I'm freaking tired. We know because you always do small twitch whenever Caesar is deployed. Yeah, every time I see Caesar, I'm like, I have like Vietnam like era flashbacks. You finally dropped Ultima. You were basically the mascot of Ultima players. I dropped Ultima. I probably dropped Ultima maybe around. I probably dropped Ultima around when Ultraman came out, because Ultraman was making it really difficult for me to have my sniper deck. So my sniping deck was Ultima, Super X, I'm sorry, and Manila. Now, between Manila and Super X and Ultima, like, they could just stop a unit in its tracks and just obliterate him in like one hit. Great, right? But now with Ultraman, he's able to hit the Super X through the Ultima, and then Manila can't stun Ultraman, and Leo is too fast for the Ultima and stuff like that. And I would be interested in bringing that deck back and seeing how it is now. But like Biollante being a leader was a huge part of that deck's power. Biollante got nerfed, right? So just not a lot has gone well in the terms of an Ultima sniper deck, but Ultima's stats haven't changed. Ultima has very good stats. Ultima is extremely powerful, right? A very, very good unit. It's just in the landscape of the meta, there's so many other things now that are coming in like way too hot, right? You could use Ultima as a really good counter to the 4th Angel and Burning Godzilla if you can kill them before they get to anything that you have. I'm still waiting for the Godzilla Street Fighter like game with an arcade mode and everything. You can just go play Giga Bash. Opinion on Shin having Ultima range with the single fire, because I think it would be something that would make him miles better. I agree. I agree with you. Speaking of Ultima, here he is. I agree that if they were going to keep Shin single target, but they gave him Ultima's range, that would be fine. I feel like he would see a lot of play. But if they're not going to do that and they're going to keep his range, you should make him exclusively AoE. Your biggest thing for this season is I've been having a ton of fun with a Khan leader deck as Mothra of Mago goes Burt. Waiting for the Godzilla Plants vs. Zombies clone. Man, I love Plants vs. Zombies. Go play Godzilla Kaiju Daikaisen. If you want a Godzilla Street Fighter, you can emulate it for free. There you go. There you go. I don't have that. I haven't emulated it. We're only 38. Goddamn. But now that I got you guys here. I like games, right? You guys like games. What are your excuse me, what are your guys' game of the years, right? Like, what game did you play this year and you were like, damn, like, this is the best game I've played all year, right? Like, your top game for the year. I'm really liking the Midnight Suns game, the Marvel Midnight Suns game. I think Midnight Suns might be my game of the year. Maybe Snap, maybe Marvel Snap. Either way, it's between the 2 Marvel games. When are you going to live stream Marvel Snap? I was thinking about doing it on Twitch, but I don't know. Sometimes going back and forth between games, like, or between Twitch and stuff like that, I don't know. It's a lot of work and I'm lazy, but I might do it because I really like Snap a lot. Kaiju also likes Marvel Snap. There you go. Elden Ring. Elden Ring was really good. I think Elden Ring would have been my game of the year for sure if Midnight Suns didn't come out, or if I didn't have more of an allegiance to like the Marvel IP than like Souls-like games. I'm really liking Midnight Suns a lot. I really am enjoying the fights. Or like the combat mechanics, the social aspects of that game. I can like take or leave it, but I think it's a lot of fun. The story's pretty good. I think the characters are pretty accurate to their comic book counterparts too. Like, I know, like, we don't really care sometimes about that, but, like, it is pretty close. Say your name, Soy. I am not about to. I don't even remember how you said it's supposed to be said. I'm not even gonna try it. I'm not even gonna try. All right, how about movie of the year? Yours was Black Adam by a mile. I feel like I haven't really seen too many movies this year. I think I've only really seen superhero movies this year. I don't think I've gone to the theaters for anything else. I liked a lot The Batman. I liked the new Batman movie a lot. That movie's fucking awesome. I liked Black Panther. Black Panther was also really good. I think I've only seen superhero movies this year. I haven't seen Glass Onion yet, but I really want to. I feel like Glass Onion is going to be really good. You gotta see Black Adam if you haven't. It's just a rock blast me with lightning for 2 hours with an amazing cast and acting to go around. I've heard that Black Adam is pretty good. I gotta check it out. I haven't gone to the theater. I'm probably not gonna see it in the theaters, but I'll wait for it's on a DVD, or not DVD, streaming. My most hyped movie of 2023. My most hyped movie of 2023. I don't even know what movies are coming out next year. I feel like at this point I'm just letting movies surprise me. What is the Marvel lineup for next year? Because that's probably going to end up being my most anticipated. Oh, you know what? John Wick. John Wick 4 is coming out in March. That movie's going to be gas. I think they should have ended it at 3. They should have killed him at 3. I think John Wick 4 is still going to be fucking awesome. I mean, John Wick is awesome. So, oh, and we're getting Kamen Rider 2023. That's going to be cool too. Oh, Shin Ultraman was also really good. I saw that this year. Shin Ultraman was very, very good as well. Marvel 2023 movies. Yours was either TMNT, Mutant Mayhem, or Transformers Rise of the Beasts. Oh, I forgot. I forgot that the new Ninja Turtles movie is also coming out. Remember You, Dog God? I do remember You, Dog God. Yes, I do. I want, like, the actual list of Marvel stuff coming out next year, not all these, like, random fake fan ones. Yo, John Wick didn't even know that. Yeah, new John Wick. Praise more for taking a quality over quantity approach, because I checked out a long time ago. Yeah, listen, I didn't mind this year's movies, right? They were like, this year's movies, they were all like good movies. Some of the effects were shoddy. I think the worst one out of this year was Thor. I really didn't like Thor. Just wasn't good. Oh, my movie that's coming out next year that I am the most pumped for is it would have been Blade, because Blade was supposed to come out next year, but I think it got delayed. My most hyped movie for next year has got to be Spider-Verse, Into the Spider-Verse 2. You really think Thor was worse than Morbius? I haven't seen Morbius, and I don't know if I will. But Morbius was made by Sony with Marvel's blessing. It was not made by Marvel and is not in the MCU. I just did not like Thor. I just thought Thor was not a great movie. I was so pumped to see Jane Foster Thor. She's sick in the comics. She looks awesome. She's a great outfit, right? Valkyrie is cool. I really am liking the MCU Thor. Hercules is in it. Spoilers. The movie's old. Not old, but it's on streaming at this point. So Hercules is in it. I really love Hercules in the books. He's my favorite Marvel himbo. That's huge that he's in it. A lot of cool world building. Christian Bale is a great actor, but they really fucking wasted him in this one. I thought the goats in Thor were so dumb, bro. They Miller's Borkin. They made Thor like a moron. Like, I get it. We're trying to make Thor funny and hip, but goddamn, I was like, they made him a moron, right? I don't know. I feel like Thor Ragnarok was such a step up for Thor. Infinity War was such a step up from that for him, and then Endgame for sure, and like really came into his own. Like a really strong presence, intimidating, like lovable, like fun guy. And this movie, he's just like an absolute fucking buffoon. What is my opinion on retro fighting games like Street Fighter 2, Turbo, Mortal Kombat? I love Mortal Kombat, so I love the old style fighting games. Thor took a heavy drop in Love and Thunder. Love and Thunder sucks. That's probably one of the only MCU movies that I've, in a long time, that I've walked out of and been like, damn, this was fucking terrible. I think the last MCU movies that I walked out feeling like that was probably Iron Man 3 or the second Thor, where I'm like, damn, this sucks. Did I watch Troll on Netflix? No, but everyone says Troll is good, and so I'm gonna have to check that out. I haven't watched Wednesday either, but everyone says Wednesday is good. I've been like kind of watching Yellowstone because my fiance's watching Yellowstone, and it's pretty good. I liked that other show that they had on the same channel, Tulsa King, with Stallone, but like only the first half of the season was premiering on TV, and the rest of it is like locked behind a paywall on their streaming service, which is very stupid. I'm trying to think of what else I've watched this year, but I really can't think of anything. Honestly, I haven't watched a lot of movies this year, but I have watched a ton of anime this year. A ton of anime. I started watching Mob Psycho. Mob Psycho is awesome, right? I'm not too far in it yet, but some of the stuff is a little boring to me. But then when the fights really get going in Mob Psycho, it's pretty sick. So Mob Psycho gets a dub for me. Chainsaw Man has been really, really good. The new season of Bleach has been really, really good. I started watching Spy Family, so that's been pretty decent. I mean, I'm liking it a lot. My Hero has just come back out with the English dubs and stuff like that. So it's on Toonami, so I got to start watching the English dubs of My Hero Season 6. I refuse to watch it in Japanese. I don't know why. For some reason, I just don't want to watch My Hero in Japanese. I watched the My Hero Academia movies, all of them this year. Those are pretty good. What else did I watch this year? I watched A Gurren Lagann, but I watched it again. Like, I've watched it for like the 100th time. What other anime stuff I watched this year? Oh, the new JoJo season was really good. And then this year I also finished catching up on JoJo. So, like, or I guess I finished catching up on JoJo last year because Stone Ocean has been out since last year. But I finished Stone Ocean, and Stone Ocean is fire. Stone Ocean is really good. There's another one that I started. No, was there a season of Demon Slayer this year? I don't know. But Demon Slayer is cool too. Attack on Titan. I binged all of Attack on Titan, or what's available at this moment, in like 2 weeks, maybe less, right? Like every day if I was like on the couch watching it. Attack on Titan is fucking awesome. An anime of the year. In terms of new anime that are like just now coming up, like are coming out, I feel like my anime of the year's gotta be Chainsaw Man, right? When did Attack on Titan Part 2? Or what are we on, Part 3? Part 2, Season 4. When did that drop? Was that this year? Okay, yeah, okay, so Attack on Titan Season 4, Part 2 was also this year. Maybe so far Attack on Titan is probably my anime of the year. The 4th season is fucking crazy. But Chainsaw Man, also very, very good. And that might actually become my mine of the year. Demon Slayer came out this year. Did the Demon Slayer season, that was the beginning of this year, right? Demon Slayer Season 2 was this year because the Mugen Train movie was last year, right? The Mugen Train movie was like the very tail end of last year. So then this year it was like the first 6 episodes of Season 2 was the Mugen Train arc. The Entertainment District arc came out this year. Okay, damn. There was some banger fucking anime this year then. The Entertainment District arc of Demon Slayer is some of the sickest fighting in anime I have ever seen. That shit is awesome. Fucking awesome. Attack on Titan, really sick as well. Genocide is getting crazier and crazier in the anime world with that. So that's sick. And then Chainsaw Man is just goated. Of course. This year just felt really good for movies and shows. Almost all of the main ones are bangers. Yeah, I feel like I didn't watch a lot of stuff this year. I've been mostly playing games. I've been like grinding Destiny, grinding GBL, Marvel Strike Force, and now Marvel Snap. And I'm going to probably play Midnight Suns after this stream, right? But I feel like I didn't really watch a lot. But what I did watch, like everything was hitting. Like everything was hitting. Even Spy Family. Spy Family is so cute. I really like Spy Family. And I think the 2nd season of it just started too. So like I got to start watching that. Man, hype for Single Point Season 2. They say Godzilla is getting 60 full seconds of screen time. Bro, I heard a rumor from my uncle that works at Toho. He's getting 62 seconds. This year was my movie year. Went to the theater around 20 times. Ever since COVID, I have just not gone to the theaters. And like that's not like I'm not like scared of getting COVID. I've gone to the theaters, but I used to go like all the time to the theaters, like my friends and stuff like that. But maybe it's less of COVID making theaters like kind of sketched out because I'm still going to theaters. But being like, I guess like being in college, being like with a ton of people and like always going like a movie or going out or something like that, I was in the theaters a ton. Have you watched the Rise of the TMNT movie? Is that the cartoon one? In that case, yes. That's with Casey Jones, right? And it's a girl. Casey Jones is a girl and they have like all these crazy anime powers and they fight Shredder. That movie is sick. That movie's really, really fucking sick. The hype around going to the movies just really isn't the same, especially with how many streaming services there are now. I agree. I like going to the movies with a group, but if I don't have like a big group, if I don't have a big group to go to the movies with, I'm not gonna go. That's the series. The Rise movie has the Krang. Oh, okay. No, I haven't seen the movie. I seen it. The Shredder arc at the very end. But I didn't watch it like all the way through because that was like not my... I wasn't like watching like Nickelodeon or whatever when that was on. But I went back and I had like watched a few episodes here and there. Like some of my friends who like do animation, like they're animators, like for a living, and they were like, you gotta check it out. So I watched like whatever they would send me. That's about it. I heard this rabbit hole, but I heard this on the rabbit hole of Mechagodzilla and Single Point is just a repeat of Mechagodzilla from the anime trilogy. Does not appear. It's actually a city. Giant octopus in the water. Trying to think of what else I've watched this year. Batman was good. Doctor Strange was good. Black Panther was good. What fighting game archetype is my favorite? Shooters, grapplers. Oh, what fighting game archetype is my favorite? Shooters, grapplers, zoners, rushdowns. That's a good one. I feel like rushdowns are probably my favorite. I like to really get up close and personal, like Brawl. There's like a few exceptions. Like I really like Scorpion a lot. I really like Deadpool or Marvel vs. Capcom 3 a lot. Marvel vs. Capcom 2, my team was like Iceman, Venom. God, maybe Magneto or Spider-Man. I don't remember. It was so long ago. Rushdowns are glass cannons for you. Wait, did Venom 2 come out this year or was that last year? Venom 2 was last year. Oh wait, I don't need to use all my things for this. I'm just gonna get one of these. Venom 2 was last year. Because it came out and I was still in my old apartment. Least favorite, most hated game of the year, Godzilla Battleline. My least favorite game this year... I played a lot of games this year. My least favorite game of the year might actually be Warzone 2. I'm not even close. I liked Warzone 1 a lot. I put a lot of time into the first Warzone, and I feel like my time was rewarded there. I feel like with Warzone 2, I don't know what about it is, but I feel like Warzone 2 like takes too long to run the matches. I don't really like the loot system. Their UI is terrible. I feel like they're trying to make it a lot more like Tarkov than Warzone, and it's just not good. Like, I don't like the DMZ mode at all. I think it sucks. The regular Warzone is fine. Warzone 1 is really good, and I feel like I just got burned because like I had bought skins and stuff in Warzone 1 that I can't use in Warzone 2. It just feels like an absolute slap in the face. So Warzone 2 for sure is my least favorite game of this year, but I really did like Warzone 1. I really liked... I'm trying to think of like other games... not like big ones. I already mentioned how much I like Midnight Suns. Let me open my Steam account and see what I've been playing, actually, because I've played a lot. Cult of the Lamb. If you guys haven't played Cult of the Lamb is awesome. It's an indie game, and it's like it's a roguelike, but it also is it's a roguelike, but like you also can like make a cult and like get bonuses depending on the cult stuff. It's like cute. It's like all animals. I like it a lot. I give that a big recommendation. Multiverses. Multiverses is great. I will admit I have not played Multiverses in probably a few months now, but I really like that one a lot too. I really like Smash, and so having a Smash alternative is great, especially when Nintendo is like kind of shitty about Smash community and stuff like that. So Multiverses is a ton of fun. I like that a lot. Multiverses was good. Jurassic World Evolution 2, also really good. It was a little dodgy at the start. There's a few things that I didn't really like about it in the beginning, but through the updates and the DLCs and stuff, they've kind of really added a lot to it, so it's made it worth the like go back around. God, there was another one. There's another really good one that came out this year too. JoJo's Bizarre Adventure All-Star Battle R. I know it's like not exactly brand new, but like this is the newer version from this year. Pretty good. The Gundam Evolution game, where it's like Overwatch but Gundams, is good. Even Overwatch 2 is pretty good, right? It's just Overwatch 1. Overwatch 1 was pretty good. I think Prehistoric Kingdom came out this year too. If I remember correctly, I think it was maybe in the beginning of this year is when Prehistoric Kingdom came out. And Prehistoric Kingdom is gas. Yeah, April 27th this year. Prehistoric Kingdom is pretty good. The Dominion expansion saved Jurassic World Evolution 2. I agree. I'm trying to look at what else. What else is here? Yu-Gi-Oh! Master Duel is pretty good too, but I think Marvel Snap is better. Yu-Gi-Oh! Master Duel is kind of hard to get into. Overwatch 2 was good until they nerfed Genji because Sojourn was too OP. Well, you take what you get. God, that Borderlands game came out this year, right? The Dungeons and Dragons Borderlands game. That one was pretty good too. I like that one a lot. Oh, I just realized there's nothing on the map. I am going through all my games and seeing what has come out recently. I still think Midnight Suns is probably my game of the year for sure. There's just a lot. Oh my god. How could I forget, bro? Elden Ring. Elden Ring was so good. Elden Ring is so good. And Pokemon Legends Arceus also. Pokemon Legends Arceus also fire. Also very good. I like that one a lot. I think I probably like Arceus more than Scarlet and Violet. Just for the battling and catching mechanics I enjoy more. And the setting I like a lot too. But Scarlet and Violet actually has a pretty good story. Pretty cheery. Any tips for fixing stick drift because your controller is bugging? I can't help you. Get a new controller maybe. Might get shot for this, but Stray was heavily overrated. I haven't played Stray myself. But I've heard good things about it. I haven't played it though. I'm not really a cat person, so I wasn't going to buy it, but people like it. What's my favorite game genre? Probably is shooters. I play the most shooters out of anything. People are cat addicts. Yeah, I'm not a cat person. Probably I would say shooters. Halo is probably my favorite series of all time. Probably my favorite game of all time is probably Halo 3. And I would say Halo is my favorite series of all time. I have so much Halo memorabilia. I mean, I love Halo. Shit, my bar mitzvah was Halo themed, right? But I probably the title of my favorite shooter now is probably got to go to Destiny 2. I have put a ridiculous amount of hours in. What is my Steam hours on Destiny 2? My Steam hours on Destiny 2 is 1,627.6 hours on D2, and that's not including when it wasn't on PC and I was on my Xbox playing. So I was playing Destiny 1 from launch until it ended, and then I played Destiny 2 from launch until it became available on PC. I have put so much fucking time into Destiny 2. I love that shit. It's like crack. Listen, if I don't play Midnight Suns tonight, I'm raiding tonight. That dungeon, the new Destiny dungeon, literally came out on Friday. I did it twice on Friday, so when it came out, I was at a friend's house. So, and I stayed at his house for the weekend. So he set up his computer for me, and he played on his Xbox. We did the dungeon together. The first time we did it, it took us maybe an hour and 40. Because it was brand new, we were trying to figure it out. The second time we did it, we ran it right afterwards, and we did it in like 50 minutes, maybe a little less. And then I've probably... Does Destiny Raid Tracker tell me how many times I went through the dungeons as well? Destiny 2 Dungeon Report. Yeah, I think it does. Raid Report has it, I think. How many times I do the new dungeon? It's been out for less than a week. The Spire of Watchers. Sherpa Worlds. I don't want to look at leaderboards. I want to look at my stats. So, Sir Melee. I have, for Spire of Watchers, there's no way I only have 5 clears. I have so much freaking loot. Oh, my day 1 clears. I had 5 clears on day 1. I have in total 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 clears total on that dungeon. Dragon Ball FighterZ, what is your favorite character to play or favorite team using that game? I haven't played FighterZ in so long. I really like using Trunks, and I like Cell, and I like Krillin. And Majin Buu. I like Majin Buu a lot. Addicted to Destiny, where did you about there? You have no idea of Destiny. I'm cracked in Destiny. What is the dungeons that I have the most? I only have 14 clears of Shattered Throne, but I have 20. I'm in the top 10% of players in Destiny for full dungeon clears, and I'm in the top 2% of players in Destiny for how fast I can do them. That's kind of crazy. Where does this come from? Where does this 3-hour stat come from? I have no idea. Bro, I did one of these dungeons in like 20 minutes. Solo. Kind of cracked. But yeah, man, I play the hell out of Destiny. Oh my gosh. Knee with the $5. Thank you. Top 2% could turn top 1%. Just need a few more grind sessions. Bro, I literally will just go on right now. And I'll just start cranking out the dungeons right now. And I'll get that up. I'll get into the top 1% for sure. But listen, we cleared the All-Star Battle out. First time being in your stream. That is awesome, Maintronic. Unfortunately, this is the end of the stream. I don't have anything else planned for you guys tonight. I kind of want to go play some Midnight Suns. Maybe I'll play some Destiny, do the new raid again on my Hunter. I did on my Titan. I got the full armor set and all the guns. I did on my Warlock. I'm just missing, I think, the boots for the Warlock. I haven't started on the Hunter at all, but the new dungeon is cowboy themed. It's fucking awesome. Love the cowboy stuff. So, might do that. So, that's all I got for you guys tonight. And I appreciate you all being here. Small stream tonight. I did post the stream thing, $5 for you to never grow a mullet. We'll see about that. But I appreciate you all being here. I know it was a last minute stream thing. I have had a ton of issues with my computer. So also leader tier list went. I got to make that as a video. So there will be a leader tier list soon. Oh, before I actually go, I also should probably mention I will not be home starting on the 22nd of December. I will try to film content to post while I am gone. So I will not be... There is the second half of the All-Star Battles on the 19th, so I gotta stream that. I want to try to do another stream maybe in between then. The 24th is Christmas Eve, the 25th is Christmas, the 26th is like an off day, the 27th is when the new season starts, and I will not be home for that, but I'm going to try to record a video for that wherever I end up being. But just know I'm probably not going to be able to stream the new season until probably on the 28th or the 29th. Because on the 28th, I have to drive home. It's going to be a long freaking drive. Or the 27th, I'm driving home. It's going to be a really long drive, so I'm not going to stream on that day. But the 28th is probably when I'll stream the new season, maybe the 29th. And by the time the 29th is, if there's a new character, it'll be in the pass, and most everyone will have it if they bought the pass, and then we can use them in fixed battles, which I like a lot. 30th, 31st, and into the 1st is New Year's. And then January is, regularly scheduled content. But from the 22nd to the 27th, maybe the 28th, the uploads are not going to be very consistent. So I'm going to try to get some more content out this week and next week. And I am having to go, I work from home, but I live really close to my office. So I usually make the videos at home in the morning, but I have to go into the office every day this week and then next week. So my videos, when they come out before Christmas time this year, is probably going to be closer to like 5 or 6 o'clock at night for me, instead of as early as I normally post them. So with those PSAs out of the way, that's all I got for you guys. So thank you all so much for watching, and I'll catch you all in the next one. Bye-bye.